This is the Xenos Building X. It's a two-story basketball basketball court that's also got a sound management area on the second floor, kind of above where you can see the doors on the right there. It goes back about 300 feet. This is just kind of one edge of the building. This is at the edge of the property. So I'm going to leave the property here and go out on a community park drive, which is a road that's one road in from the Beltway 270. And I'm going to come down to the main entrance to, again, the main Xenos Fellowship facility here. So that Building X is just up on the corner of it. They've got a system of trails that go through the forest that walk around on the campus. So I'm now sort of driving on to the main campus entrance. We're on Xenos property at this point. On the left-hand side up here, we're going to see their administrative offices, study center, and teaching auditorium. This is basically sort of nestled into the woods. It's got a big deck around the back of it. The whole bottom floor is dedicated to a study center. It's a very large library. You can kind of see a sign back there on the right for study center. And the top floor is where they've got their administrative offices and staff, and they got a couple of classrooms and small auditoriums in there. So I'm going to continue on back in the property. There was a road off to the right just a moment ago that went up to the Home Depot, where they sold part of their property to the Home Depot, which ended up paying for the rest of the property. And we're coming up here to the main campus. So this is the main building, and it sort of looks like an office building. The two stories are full of classrooms that they fill, especially for this Xenos Summer Institute. But it's not really all that big. As you can see, it's narrow. As you can see it through the trees there. I'm driving around to the back towards the cafe. After they continue to fill that service, or that building, it sounds like they've got 4 or 5 Sunday services in the main campus. They added on this cafe area in the back. The cafe and its parking lot back here, about another 500 cars back here. It's a lot larger than it looks, but this is, like I said, this is just a large addition to the building with several other study and training areas and a couple of large open areas. There's a pathway through the back. You can kind of see there where people are walking through. They've got a baptismal area back there and a whole lot of picnic benches and other areas where people can hang out. So I'm going to pull back around to the front. When they have us all leave at night, which last couple of nights has been about at 9 o'clock, they've got flares set up and dual lanes for exiting and cones set up so there's a walk area for people who are walking, because this has been filling up so much when the classes are actually going on that they're filling both sides of the road that I showed you about as I was coming in, all the way back out to that community park drive. And from there, even on the first night, all the way out onto Community Park Drive, back up towards the main road, Cleveland Avenue, that goes out to 270. People were parked in the grass in all of these areas. You can kind of see a few cars in here. They were parked on both sides of the road, and that's why they've got all the yellow tape up to try to sort of keep people out of areas that they figured out are wet and cars were getting stuck in. So the main facility here that I'm pulling up to has got a very large auditorium in it that seats close to 3,000. That's when they've been pulling everybody together into that main auditorium. That's where everybody's been. There are about 3,500 or 3,600 people here, so it's been sort of ridiculous trying to get everybody in there. So they've been overflowing them into some of the other buildings that I showed you with big screens in there where people could sit on other chairs, and they're all set in the cafe areas. I'll walk inside and show you a little bit of the inside of the place in just a moment.
even though they themselves verified that the average.
So this is the outside of the main auditorium area. There's still a cafe around that. That's the upstairs where the classrooms are. And that's it for now. All right, I'm heading over to the cafe now. This back area through here, there's more classrooms upstairs. And this is the main area in the cafe.
We're motivated by beauty and the need to express that. We operate in categories